The main reason Luffy will become the Pirate King is because of his relentless determination. Determination is the main key to being successful no matter what path you choose to go, and without it, nothing of significance can be done. But what exactly is determination? In simple terms, it's about having a firm purpose and strong resolution. It's what pushes you to go after something even when you don't feel like it. It's the feeling that along your journey toward whatever goal you have set, nothing can stop you. It's what separates those that are average from the people who go down as legends. Determination is how Luffy was able to go from a little boat with no crew to an emperor of the sea on his way to being a pirate king. In this video, I want to break down Luffy's extreme determination by looking at 3 core traits: resilience, optimism, and relentless work ethic. Resilience is one of the main traits of the determined. It's defined as the capacity to withstand or recover quickly from difficulties. Toughness. Achieving any goal requires resilience, and the bigger the goal is, the more resilience is necessary. Luffy perfectly represents the need for resilience, especially when striving for a significant goal, which in his case was being a pirate king. Luffy's resilience is one of his most impressive traits because of just how tenacious he is when he sets his mind to something. There's a couple major moments that I think perfectly represent how strong Luffy's resilience truly is. Those moments being his fights with Crocodile and surviving Magellan's poison and Impel Down. Luffy's fights with Crocodile showcases dedication to never give up, because even after getting completely, and I mean completely, disrespected by Crocodile, Luffy continued to fight him. After losing twice and getting sucked up by Crocodile, Luffy finally adapted in his 3rd fight. His ability to not only continue fighting but also revise his strategy is why he's successful at defeating Crocodile. This right here is why resilience is one of the main traits of the determined, and how determination leads to success. Only after consistent efforts can you improve through looking back at previous attempts and applying what you learned moving forward. The key is to actually keep moving forward no matter what, which is something Luffy is no stranger to thanks to his insane willpower. This willpower is actually how he was able to survive Magellan's poison after his fight in Impel Down. When Luffy went to break Ace out of Impel Down, he ended up running into the warden, Magellan. Magellan ate the Venom Devil Fruit, which gives him the power to create and control poison. He uses this power to completely cover Luffy in poison, which for most other people would have been enough to kill them. But this isn't the case for Luffy, who before he could even get any real treatment for his injuries, unconsciously saves Bon Clay from a pack of wolves. This scene right here already speaks to Luffy's insane willpower, because even while fighting the poison, he was still able to unconsciously save somebody in need of help. After this, Bon Clay takes Luffy to Iva, who starts a treatment which would only give Luffy a slim chance to survive the poison, and is set to take 2.5 days. Luffy agrees and suffers intense pain and agony, but for only 20 hours. This singular moment shows the power of resilience and how it can positively impact even the most bleak looking situations. Luffy not only survived the poison but was cured in less than half the time expected. Luffy's willpower is how he was able to make it as far as he has in his journey, and why there's no question of whether he'll be successful. Resilience is about actively working towards something despite whatever setbacks come about, and this is how greatness is achieved. When you're working towards something, one of the biggest motivators is looking back and seeing your own growth and progress. You'll always run into potholes striving for anything noteworthy, and remembering all the times you made it past setbacks will keep you determined to move forward. This constant forward motion through setbacks not only encourages personal growth, but it also fosters discipline and consistency. Resilience is also closely connected to another trait that the determined share, which is optimism. Optimism is defined as hopefulness and confidence about the future or the successful outcome of something. It's one of the key traits of the determined, because nothing great can be achieved without a strong sense of self-belief. I'm not sure if any character better represents this trait than Luffy. As a 7-year-old kid, he stood up and declared to Shanks that not only will he gather a stronger crew than his, but he'll also find the One Piece and become the Pirate King. From the beginning of Luffy's journey, when he set out with whatever this is, he had faith in his abilities as well as everyone he recruited along his journey. Luffy's insane optimism led to him doing things others wouldn't even think about attempting. Things like recruiting the notorious pirate hunter Zoro, declaring war against the entire government in the name of a crew member, and standing off against 3 fleet admirals at once. Luffy's resume for the insane things he does just out of pure unwavering optimism is too long to list. Luffy's optimism is mainly displayed through 3 things, those being his trust in the people he surrounds himself with, his confidence in his abilities, and his clearly defined goal. Luffy's choice in who he invites to join the Straw Hats is interesting to say the least, but regardless of the people he does recruit, he has relentless faith in them. One of my favorite scenes that shows just how much trust Luffy has in his crewmates is in Whole Cake Island. Sanji, in an attempt to protect the Straw Hats from Big Mom, fights Luffy to drive him away without explicitly telling him what's going on. Luffy, not losing losing faith in Sanji as a crewmate, decides to go on a hunger strike, choosing only to eat Sanji's cooking. This leads to one of the most beautiful moments in One Piece where Sanji brings Luffy a bento box, and even though it was dropped and ruined in the rain, Luffy still ate it and said it was delicious. This is the exact same way Sanji's mother reacted to the bento box as a child, which is why the scene is so impactful. Luffy's trust in his crewmates is based on his optimistic worldview, and because of it, there's so many more moments similar to this interaction with Sanji. The cool thing about Luffy is that he has just as much confidence in his own abilities as others. There's countless examples of him facing situations that look insurmountable and pushing through them, from fighting Arlong to facing off against the admirals in the middle of a great pirate war, and my favorite is him declaring that he's gonna be the one to defeat Kaido. Luffy's hopefulness and confidence never dims, which is why seeing him win these impossible fights is so inspirational. His relentless chase of the position of Pirate King is also a representation of his optimism. The reason the Straw Hats are so loyal to Luffy is because they believe in his resolution to become the Pirate King. Luffy's optimism is the driving force behind his determination and how he continues to constantly reach his goals. Similar to optimism, this next trait is a necessity of the determined and anyone who wants to achieve something great. Work ethic is the trait that ultimately separates people who are average from people who achieve greatness in any field. Out of all the traits those who are highly determined share, this is probably the most important. Luffy's work ethic is arguably the biggest reason he's made it as far as he has in his journey toward becoming a Pirate King. His 2-year training period with Rayleigh and the way he pushes himself past his limits during and after fights exhibit the strength of his work ethic. After the Summit War ended, Luffy decided to wait 2 years to come back together with his crew instead of 3 days, so he and his crew could take the time necessary to become stronger for the future of their journey. During the 2 years Luffy spent with Rayleigh, he trained his haki, combat skills, and mental fortitude. After the 2 years, Luffy's difference in strength speaks to just how committed he was to his training. It's instantly apparent how much he leveled up in all the aspects he trained for when we see his rematch against the Pacifista. Luffy's work ethic also benefits him when he loses fights. Because of Luffy's resilience, after he loses a fight, he doesn't give up, and due to his work ethic, he always finds a way to improve from that loss. Like I mentioned earlier, he did it against the Pacifista, but also in his fight with Katakuri. Luffy developed his observation haki mid-fight to be able to take on Katakuri on an even playing field. His strong work ethic is always present, and that's why his determination is unmatched. Work ethic and determination go hand in hand because when you're determined to achieve a goal, having a strong work ethic will almost ensure you reach that goal. A strong work ethic proves your resolution towards your goal because a major part of it is based on effort. Overall, when it comes to successfully achieving any goal, whether big or small, it's important to stay determined. Staying resilient in the face of obstacles, remembering to be optimistic at all times, and maintaining a strong work ethic will keep you on the path to success regardless of the goal you set. If you don't believe me, I'll literally bet my left kidney that One Piece will end with Luffy becoming a Pirate King because he represents these 3 traits. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment down below. I love you, and I'm out. Peace.